Who knew Hae-Young's international box of glowy unmentionables would save the day? Gyu-Hyun weighed them like a character out of the Avengers, defending his life and that of his lady love. Who else laughed when the police inquired about his glowy defense tool? Poor Gyu-Hyun had to know why the girls had international glowy unmentionables in their home. Sadly, there's only an episode left. No Gain No Love is the true definition of a rom-com. It delved into some serious issues, but made them light. What's more, Jae-young and Gyu-Hyun are finally on the same page, and shared a loving tender kiss. Meanwhile, Hae-Young's mother is deceased. This couldn't have been at the wrong time, as Hae-Young is still processing some facets of her mother. Initially, she was mechanical with her reaction, but Ji-wook helped her release her feelings, and gave her a shoulder to cry on. Consumed with grief over her mother's passing, Hae-Young's mother's foster kids rally around her, offering support and their condolences. Looking at the noisy funeral, she begins to understand her mother's life. What's more, the preview for the grand finale left most viewers anxious about how Ji-wook and Hae-Young's relationship will turn out when all is said and done. However, I predict they'll have a happy ending, because the preview tries to show otherwise. Meanwhile, who else thinks that the legal system is flawed? How could Jae-young's father already be out of jail after committing murder? He unashamedly and unrepentantly entered the house of his murder victim to commit another crime. Hopefully, they lock him up for good this time. At the beginning of the series, Hae-Young comes across as selfish, with her motto of incurring no loss. However, after her discussion with Jae-young in the last episode, it becomes obvious that she's just like her mother. Her initial lash out on finding out that her mother fostered another kid after her father's death is justifiable. However, this was resolved wonderfully when Ji-wook explained how he became her mother's foster child. Hae-Young's reaction to Ji-wook being the kid that gave her a lighter is sus. The way her eyes lit up is also suspicious. Meanwhile, with the recent development of her mother's passing, Ji-wook promises not to leave Hae-Young. However, this weighs on Hae-Young. It doesn't help to see him with Yuna, as this makes her feel she's hindering him somehow. If you recall, his promise to his grandmother stopped him from meeting his mother, and his promise to Hae-Young's mother made him bottle his feelings for her. Hae-Young doesn't want to tie him down, as his grandmother and her mother did. So she lets him go. It's sad seeing her take their wedding ring off his finger. This is bound to cause angst between them, because it isn't an easy decision for Hae-Young, who has come to love Ji-wook. Meanwhile, Gyu-Hyun and Jae-young's dating era is here. Who else's heart meowed with Jae-young's upon hearing Gyu-Hyun's confession? Gyu-Hyun goes out of his way to support a nervous Jae-young during a presentation for the adaptation of her novel into a movie. However, there's trouble in paradise, as Gyu-Hyun's father doesn't want him to bring home what he calls a scribbler. Makes you wonder what he'll say when he learns about her father. However, if you recall, Gyu-Hyun's mother enjoyed Jae-young's novels, and seemed to like her before she reported her son to the cops. Maybe she'll be inclined to having her as a daughter-in-law. On the other hand, Hae-Sung decided to keep the baby, but there's already trouble in paradise. Hopefully, she does what's best for the child. Not knowing the father of her baby is a bit concerning. Meanwhile, Ji-wook, who can't understand Hae-Young's reasoning, seeks her out. But Hae-Young remains adamant in her decision to set him free. However, it looks like she changed her mind the next day, as she frantically searches for Ji-wook, who's moved out. Hopefully, they have a happy ending, as they were made for one another. Meanwhile, who else can hardly wait for Gyu-Hyun and Jaehyun's Spice Up Our Love, which will air on October 3rd. How do you think Ji-wook and Hae-Young's story will end? Happy, sad, or open-ended? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.